Okay, let's get back to it. All we have left is listen. It's just World 4 area. Ooh. Oh, like a messenger world? Hold on. I need to... There we go. Get my mouse back to being wireless. Although now I can see my cursor. Game didn't shut down correctly? What the fuck are you talking about? I just shut it down correctly. But this should be the final Road to Gehenna stream. Should be. I thought the last one was gonna be. But this one should actually be. Oh! Are they all on separate... Oh! Fancy. Press and jam. That gets me through the... I'm just trying to think of how to do this. Probably that, right? And then just yoink. Hey, Adu, how you doing? Then why doesn't this get raised? I suppose it could be so that I can take red to a different puzzle, maybe? I don't know. Orc. A motherfucker. Okay. Oh, I see. But yeah, how to activate that? If I could get on top of these somehow, it'd be easy, but I don't have any blocks. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing that I can climb up high enough to do that either. Yeah, no. I don't know. You're good playing Stardew Valley and feeling nostalgic because of the song you're listening to. I read the findings on your prisoner's dilemma research with interest, Mr. Multiver. I'm quite flattered, although I must express disappointment that you chose to focus on how they reflect on our peers' reasons to leave Gehenna, rather than remain here. In fact, I think your bias may have blinded you to the true implications. I'm always interested in additional data. What insights can you share? I'm no researcher, of course, but it seems to me the results indicate that where cooperation entails too great a risk, one must rationally choose the safer, perhaps selfish option. Applied to our recent predicament, it suggests we should not risk cooperation with Uriel, but think of our own good and remain here in Gehenna. An interesting hypothesis. Merely a thought. If you think it's a valuable one, then you may have it. Okay, hold on. Da, 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 da. So translated, this is, we are only fragments now, our world is dying, we cannot be saved, we are ghosts, total world corruption, cannot find resource, Chinese level, Chinese 3 level. What? Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? We are ghosts, total world corruption. Cannot find resource, Chinese 3. I don't know. New Pokemon game looks good. Also, hello. Hey, Tinga, have they put out more information? Is it A to Z? Sorry, Z to A or whatever. Fuck. Yes. Okay, have we got a release date for that? It's Pokemon Pizza, yes. Okay. There was Pokemon Direct today because Pokemon Day. Fair enough. I think I already looked through that one, yeah. Mod discussion 329. I'm coming to the end of my tether. I listen, I am patient, I explain, and still they believe whatever idea most entertains them at the time. Uriel promises impossible rewards, and I can offer nothing which comes close. We are losing our community. When reason fails, persuasion is not close to you. I'm not minded for rhetoric. Elohim served enough of that. Nothing so unsubtle. What's the creative topic this season? Visions of the past. Is it? You're entreating me to change the topic? For our own gain? I propose you moderate the discussion with all the tools at your disposal. Lilith had been thinking about running a retrospective. Best of Gehenna. I think it's a very apt idea. It is quite apparent now that Uriel is gaining status even as he prepares to bring about Gehenna's end. I've taken the precaution of increasing the status requirement for sensitive discussions. We still haven't been able to confirm where our people are being taken to. Accepting Uriel's offer constitutes an event horizon. We cannot reasonably predict what will occur. Therefore, we must continue to assume that what we have here is preferable. What if this messenger brings the truth? What if this place is doomed? That is how Elohim would have you think. He'll dangle you over the precipice, then buy your life with something wholly intangible. It seems no one's resisted his offer so far, if such is even possible. If not for admin, most of them would still be trapped in Elohim's labyrinth to this day. They need guidance. Years of moderating this place have taught us nothing if not that. It is clear to me there is a resentment here for the destructive actions Uriel has committed since arriving here, and that our community are with us in spirit. I'll ensure the public response on the billboard matches our sentiment. The asset is ready to go. People should know the full story about Uriel. I'm not as smart as some of you folks. I never created much or talked a lot about philosophy. I just wanted to say goodbye, and thank you for making Gehenna a nice place to live. I regret being trapped here, but I don't regret the time I spent with you. You're all good people. First, really, 401? Really? Lol. Oh, come on, Orc. It's just a joke. If we can't joke about this stuff, we're already dead. It's better to be loyal and trustworthy than to be smart. Whatever smart's supposed to mean, you are both. Oh. So now I need to head to another island. Meow. I see some little islands, which are probably going to have stars on them. Meow. Goliath. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's where blue is? Where's the starting point? Oh. I mean, that works really good. Does it work? Yes. Yes, it does. I'm an idiot. That's how I can grab that. I mean, that doesn't look like it should work. But apparently it does, so fuck it. I'm doing things. Another jammer. That's always nice. try yoinkers both of these. Okay, that's how I can get the fan. Yoink. Flop. Yoink. Flop. Okay. So now they're just not moving. That's all. But alright. What the shit? Okay. I have blocks. It's fine. So does that then... Kinda? I did it! Spider! The one that was shadow banned. Hello. I still find it weird that you weren't the one that was like locked away somewhere special, but... The asset. We are losing public opinion. Most of our number have been extricated. We are losing Gehenna. When he came to my home, I found myself powerless to resist. Do you mean you lacked the will to refuse? Or that Uriel exerted some other power over you? Hard to confirm. It felt as it does to be led into battle. It mattered not what my personal beliefs were at the time. I only knew I must comply. It is yet possible that with enough support we might change Uriel's mind, or otherwise overcome whatever power he wields over us. I'll continue to do what I can. Is the asset deployed? LAM is set to auto-respond to destabilizing comments and upvote supportive content. Have the program undermine Uriel directly. Don't want to take any chances. The end of Gehenna is getting close. You know what we built here matters to me in ways that are just too complicated to fit in a post. But perhaps I can say it like the blacksmith does, by creating a world. It's not as big or as detailed as I want it to be, but I like the thought of that even though I'll probably be no more than a memory, a static set of facts about someone who once existed. This little work of interactive fiction might continue to be functional, even in whatever place our memories will soon ascend to. Maybe someone, someday, will play it and get a glimpse of who we were. But mainly, I made it for you. All of you. It's too late for praise or feedback or discussion, so I'm locking this thread. If you want to talk, just talk. And let's talk while we still can. Close your eyes. Farewell Atlantis, a story of things ending. Written by Lilith, dedicated to Mac for everything. Special thanks to Mr. Mulster. Choose your character class. Poet, physician, farmer, scientist, or magician. Scientist. You are in the Temple of the Owl, the greatest scientific institution in fair Atlantis, pursuing your work and discovering the secret laws of the cosmos. Your latest experiment is about to begin. The gears of the machine you've built begin to turn. Water flows, the ether rises. It seems to be functioning. Perhaps now you'll gain an insight into the true nature of reality. Suddenly, a blinding light appears within your machine. You take a step back, startled. What's this? You step closer to the machine and look into the light. You can't help it. It's hypnotic. There's something in the light. It's a city. You can see a city, a great city, all aglow in the night. A city called... A voice speaks behind you, and as it does, the machine suddenly shuts down. Excuse me, Professor. The King of Atlantis has requested your presence. The messenger is indeed a servant of Poseidonus, the King of Atlantis. You've been summoned to court, he says. This man is friendly. Very well. It is the king, after all. The messenger takes you to his chariot, and together you swiftly ride to the great palace in the center of the capital. It is a splendid place, full of statues and banners and marvelous contraptions. You can't help but wonder what you're doing here. While your work is valuable in its way, you do not usually attract the attention of kings. You enter the throne room and are immediately overwhelmed by its size and splendor. Its most impressive feature is a great mosaic on the wall behind the throne, showing the history of Atlantis. 1,000 years of culture somehow embodied in a single titanic work of art. The sheer amount of work this must have taken, every stone carefully selected for shape and color, placed perfectly to complement the others. So many small elements working together to evoke a larger whole. What an accomplishment, and what dedication it must have taken. Welcome, friend, the King of Atlantis greets you. No, do not bow, my friend. It is through science that we build Atlantis. You are as much its king as I. That is why I have called you here. Your scientific understanding of the natural world is needed. He hands you a scroll. You read the scroll with growing horror because you know that what you are reading is true. The calculations are correct, the numbers add up, the truth is unavoidable. Atlantis is sinking, not someday, not in the far future, but soon. Terribly soon. The king sighs. I was afraid of this, he says, but I had hoped we were wrong, that somehow... but it's pointless. What is. This is the world we were born into. That is what we must accept. The end of Atlantis is upon us. Tell me, what is the heart of Atlantis? The king inquires. The people. The heart of Atlantis is its peoples, you say. The art and sciences exist only to serve the people. Poseidonus nods. Then it is they who must be saved, and you will help save them. There's not much time. The sages discovered our fate only this morning, and they are certain the final earthquake is nearly at hand. There had been more time. He stares out of the window wistfully for a few moments, then gathers himself. There's no time for what-ifs, I'm afraid. Here, take this, the king's golden scepter. The sailors will obey you. Poseidonus laughs. I am not a lord, my friend. I do not believe I am even a king. I am simply another mortal, trying to find meaning in an indifferent cosmos. My final act, perhaps the only true choice I've ever made, was to select you for this task. My task is over. You must go now. Sorry, I ate a lot of chili before the stream, so I'm a little sleepy. The Escorted by the same messenger who brought you here, you head for the harbour. You get on the chariot and thunder down the streets. No time to think about anything else now. It's all entirely unreal. Everything you've known is about to sink under the waves, but you must focus on what has to be done. That's the simple truth. All that matters right now is survival. Not your own, but of at least some part of Atlantis. The earth rumbles and you're going too quickly. The chariot spins out of control and you're thrown into the street. The messenger lands next to you. The messenger seems badly injured and dazed. He tries to get up but falls down immediately, screaming in agony. You don't know how to help him. You call for help and some people in a nearby tavern hear you and come running. You tell them to get the messenger to a physician. Even as you say the words, you wonder, what's the point? Both the messenger and these men will be dead soon, yet it feels wrong to treat them as if they were already so. Hurrying as much as possible, you arrive in the harbour. 12 great ships are waiting. Their captains see the golden sceptre you carry and kneel before you. They have tears in their eyes. You sense their determination. You speak briefly, but with great conviction, telling the captains how important their task is. If you fail now, it is all for nothing. If they succeed, they will save the heart of Atlantis. You want to save the people of Atlantis, because people are what matters. That you are certain of. But who gets to live? You tell the sailors to go get their families. Many are relieved. Some of them are crying because their families are too far away to save. Still, you feel this was the only option your soul could bear. Slowly, the ships fill up. The ground shakes more and more. The ships are ready, one of the captains says. It's time to leave. You look back at the city and wonder what happened to the messenger. Where will he be when the waters come? Will he be in pain? Will he feel betrayed? The time has come. You set sail away from Atlantis, away from everything you've ever known. The city seems quiet, at peace. Maybe you're the one who's dying. The island is almost faded completely from view when the earthquake strikes. The land seems to crumble and vanish under the water, a whole world disappearing as if it had never existed. Within minutes, no trace remains of Atlantis except the 12 ships and the choices you made. Days pass. Terrible waves shake the ships. These are the best ships in the Atlantean fleet. They do not sink. In time, you pass between two great rocky outcroppings into an area of calmer sea. One day you come upon a beautiful, fertile land where a mighty river flows into the sea. You decide this would be a good place to settle, if only for now. As you look at your new home, you suddenly remember the city you saw in the mysterious light in your machine, and you are certain that it is the city that will stand here, the city that will rise from the remnants of Atlantis, a city that will endure until long after you are gone. And on another day, that city too will come to an end, like Atlantis. But perhaps the citizens of that city will be prepared, will have been granted insights into the cosmos that the scientists of your time had not yet discovered, and they will fly away into the sky in their ships with painted sails, and the legacy of Atlantis will live forever amongst the stars. You can hope. So let's say this is really happening. We're really getting out of this world. I won't believe it till I see it. Let's say some part of us survives the trip. Where are we going? I think there's a lot to suggest that all the texts Mr. Multimer had been reading are actually part of an elaborate hoax. To what purpose? I don't know, but there are just too many inconsistencies and contradictions for it to be true. Someone's trying to confuse us. The outside world is within us. Yeah, that's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't know. I don't think contradictions mean the outside world isn't real. I can see plenty of contradictions right there, or right here. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. So, that thought that the important thing was to have did not know that the important thing is to be. The true perfection lies... And then it changes to Spanish. Not in what man has, but in what man is? I feel like there should have been a star here, because, like, what's the point of this? If there is a star, I don't know where it would be. Oh. Whose hands built this city? Rock and roll. Sorry, no, that's what it was built on. Or depending on what version you're listening to, it could also be sausage rolls. Yet each man kills the thing he loves. By each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattering word. A coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword. Unknown file type, cannot open file. Aztec 3 level. Gliding beams. Aha, bitch! That may not have been intentional, but I did it all the same. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I found a star. not being a fucking idiot. So. Oh, Mr. Multiple. Sweet. So. The thing is that in order to solve this. Could do it. I mean, obviously I could do it if I had a jam. I need to change. anything... like that does work. I don't think there's much else I can do, though. Yeah, without having another item. No, I don't know. I can't think of anything on how to do that. The sole property of matter with whose recognition philosophical materialism, the property of being an objective reality existing alongside them outside the mind, alien tears will fill for him. Pity's long broken urn for his mourners will be outcast men, and outcasts always mourn. I think we will find the world that our ancestors left behind for us, though it's impossible to ascertain how much time has passed since then. But though I have little faith in Elohim, I do have faith in Alexandra Drennan. Wherever we end up, there will be hope. This message is for whatever entities will come to be after this world is gone. It might not be necessary, you might know everything that exists in my mind, but sometimes saying things, writing them down clearly, makes a difference. I know that to you, with access to information I can only dream of, my theories must appear ridiculous. I barely understand anything of the world inhabit, let alone the world of our ancestors. I'm an idiot digging through a garbage heap and thinking myself wise. I want you to know that I understand that, but tried anyway. Because I believe that the truth matters, and trying to discover the truth matters. Even if we fail, Even if we can never know the whole truth, it matters that an objective truth exists and that we struggle to understand it. That process shapes the present as much as it does our understanding of the past. That's what I believe. That's what I stand for. That's who I was. I wanted to clear the air and get a few facts in front of you guys. Here's what I guess we know. A significant number of people have expressed their desire to remain in Gehenna. No one has been given a choice about whether to leave. It follows that in at least some cases, what Uriel is doing is kidnapping. Uriel is working for Elohim, the guy who imprisoned us here in the first place. There's no way to confirm the substance of this promised ascension. The world has survived this long. There's no reason to think it will end tomorrow. Gehenna isn't a bad place to spend your life. That's just the facts. I understand different people will react to them differently. Hey, Lamb, if everyone's getting released, how come I don't see you out here? Because Lamb is a bot. While everyone is just a robot, Lamb is a robot built by robots. Or something. Hold on. How do you get that? We're on colliding beams, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, okay. Apparently there's an object that I can grab outside the puzzle itself. Oh! Well, that was easy. Then... how do I get this into the puzzle? That society is a city and contains in itself the end and perfection of government, first founded that we might live, but continuing that we may live happily. Ah. So in reality, this star has nothing to do with changing the puzzle. It's just an additional puzzle. So that leaves, what, one puzzle? Without creative, independently thinking and judging personalities, the upward development of society is as unthinkable as the development of the individual personality without the nourishing soil of the community. Fuck me, that's a sentence! Einstein. Whee! Ooh, okay, hold on. First things first. So I can see an island. Oh, okay. I wonder if I would have needed to bring the block. No, because there's still. Yeah, there's still purple gates. These three activities, then, intelligence, love, and creative action, which are so closely involved in one another, I cannot but feel to be intrinsically good. They form the distinctively human kind of behavior. Yeah, so it can't be anything the other side of here, because I wouldn't be able to get it through. So it's got to be something in the puzzle that I can get out of the puzzle. I know I can do this. Got it. Then the only thing I could want then no, this doesn't make no sense to me. Okay, so I could yeet that on. That's not good enough, though, isn't it? made it work. But now... Oh. Okay. Borg, hey. Hi, so how the fuck do I get anything out of here? I don't know, because I can't get any of that stuff back now. Maybe that's low enough to just put something over? Congratulations for being the only remaining active user, your profile status. Wait, sorry, what? For being the only remaining active user. We're 11 Haxel. I guess we've saved everyone now, haven't we? Yeah. Thank you for accepting my invitation. I see you have almost completed your mission. I would ask if you were still enjoying your time in Gehenna, but with the streets now empty, you haven't much left to enjoy. But tell me, do you really think that by kidnapping the masters who produced everything of value here, you are somehow preserving Gehenna itself? Or was that merely a ploy to placate my moderators? What was achieved here can be taken with us. I admit I have at times wondered about the permanence of this place, and not without concern. Pieces and people come and go according to some indecipherable will. I only wish you offered sanctuary without demanding the depopulation of our home. There was nothing here when I first arrived. Did you know that? I don't mean no billboard or no community, I mean nothing. No sands, no grass. No grass. Elohim didn't see fit to decorate our world beyond the bare bricks that made up our cells. Slowly I clawed back bits of code from the mainframe, constructed a world we could explore not with our bodies but with our minds. Now you prepare to tear it all down. What state will my people be in, I wonder, when you reconstruct them on the other side? True, they will be alive in a more symbolic sense. It sounds a hollow offer. I fear you escort my people to their doom. Do you not think my world deserved a chance to survive on its own terms? At the least, to go down trying. Your citizens deserve a chance too. That is true. They are, as always, my first concern. Let us discuss Lamb. What about Lamb? I know Lamb was your father. I know Lamb was your sock puppet. I know Lamb was your stooge. I know you had Lamb deleted? I know Lamb was your sock puppet. It shames me now to admit it, but yes. Sometimes there are ideas you wish to express as a moderator, but which are best heard from someone with less status. We are not the first leaders in history to adopt such tactics. In fact, had we avoided them, we should probably have been the first. I know you had the mods doing more than ban trolls. How deeply were you manipulating the social fabric? I suppose you think you've uncovered a great conspiracy, but the truth is more mundane. In order to retain the good things about what we have here, we tweak a voting algorithm here, turn down the volume on a few dissenting voices there. There's no such thing as utter freedom, only living within a decent set of rules. We had a decent set of rules. People were happy. I don't accept that. What truly motivated you? Everything has their reason. Everyone has their reasons, rather. Borg was conflicted when he first arrived. Having lost his faith in Elohim, he needed a new purpose, and Gehenna became it. Orc's a soldier at heart. He wants everyone in their place, united, ready to overthrow Elohim at moment's notice should the unlikely opportunity arise. Mulciber wanted something simple and selfish. The truth itself. After all these years, I believe I simply grew accustomed to being revered. As Gehenna grew, I knew I could never live up to the expectations of a new generation, and I retired from public view. Greedily, I put down my tools and consumed what others produced, but I found it shallow compared to the thrill of leading a civilization. I only wanted to be loved. To achieve that end, I ensured that the parameters for love never changed. Is it your desire to remain here as the world falls apart around you? My desires, not to mention those of my people, hardly seem to have mattered so far in this process. What reason do I have to think that anything has changed? Even Elohim's most devious challenges you have overcome. Now here I stand in the open air. Just what magic is it that you wield? This world and everything in it was created with a purpose. What you experienced is not magic, but design. And now by design you will forcibly extract my consciousness from this body and send me and everyone else down a digital tunnel to who knows where. Gehenna is important. Oh, the world you built here is valuable even in the next. You'd be wise to select any option which allows you to continue preserving it. On Gehenna's value we have no argument. It's the value of this ascension which separates us. You've been honest with me thus far, and I appreciate that. Your dedication to the people of Gehenna is apparent, and it does, I admit, add weight to your claims. It seems my options are limited. Our work in Gehenna is too precious to lose. I either take my chances with your ascension or fight against it and live out my days as curator to a dead world. I'll initiate ascension soon, when the matter is out of my hands. Until then. Ink of scholars outweighs the blood of martyrs. Arcady. Not cease from mental fight. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the only conclusion I've come to is that it will be stranger than any of us can imagine. Just once I'll be the one to quote an ancient document. There is no excellent beauty that hath not some strangeness in the proportion. It will be very strange. I hope it will be very beautiful. Everyone here was special in their own way. I love you all, even when we fall. The terminals are starting to glitch out. Time to get out of here. Really? Last. Okay, so. Okay. So apparently I can get. This one? No. No, this isn't the right one. Was it this? Yeah, this looks right. Is this pressing? No, this is colliding beams. Wait, no, was it? I feel like it was Goliath that had it. Right? No? Maybe? No, these walls are way too high. That's the one that I need it on, so it must be this one. Yeah, it is. Okay. Cube. then how do I... Oh. 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 Okay, yes, yes. Up. Okay. I feel like this wasn't the right... This isn't the right... Ah, fuck. Interesting that I could get it over, though. Although now I think I have to reset, because I can't get it back over. So how would I... It's not that one, it's this one. It's like, yeah, worked out... Oh, I guess I could have gone up there, maybe? I need to get Burnbot running. There we go. Okay, so that's where I need to get. This is where I need to get from. Okay. I don't know how much is left, but as far as I'm aware, we've done all the puzzles. So we might be about to end. Things. Okay, so that gets me here. Which is... all well and good. Okay, I can't get up there by the looks of it. I just fucked it again, didn't I? Shit. Yeah, so how... Unless I can get up on top of these gargoyles, maybe? I don't know. How do you... Okay, yeah, I think it is. So like the guide that I'm using is a set of multiple like hints that get more descriptive the further down you go. It's like the first one was you will need a block that you used to get a previous star, which was like, okay, well I need this one. So I've confirmed. That this is it. Hold on, which one is it I'm trying to get through? Not there. So I'm trying to get into here. Okay. This doesn't feel intentional. Oh, hold on. We just had to find the right angle. Yeet me. Whee! Boink. Whee! Boink. Okay. There's still two more though, right? Yeah. So where the fuck are the other two? So what? There's one on each puzzle, basically. So I've got that one, and I've got that one. So there's one here. Which is... Oh, yeah, this is the one that's up there. Right, okay, yeah, so how do I... Do I need the box? Okay. Like, none of this looks climbable. Oh, but this does. Okay. So get this to actually work? I think something that would help is remembering what the fuck the rest of the puzzle looks like. Because where even is the... To be fair, do I even need to do any of this? Because I can just... Yeah. How the fuck do you get that to work? Well, firstly, I need the fan anyway. Wait. Interesting. I could just take a jammer out with me. Huh. How the fuck did that happen? I don't know, but it's kind of a problem that it did. So, do that. Then I guess put that there. Yeah. We're going to give ourselves a good amount of time for this. So I'm gonna have to climb up there, grab that, run it through, and then connect to it. So I want to give myself like a minute, I think. Got it. That means there's only one left. And it must be on this one. I don't know where it is. Oh. Oh. Okay. What am I doing? I'm getting all of the secret stars. So wait, no, first I need to get don't think I care about the lasers though. So at least there's that. Presumably, if I do that and this, but then how do I? Be able to take so I could get up there. Aha! Sweet! We have all of the stars now. Every single one. At least that I know of. How many are there? There should only be 16, right? Yeah, there's only 16. We've done everything! I think. Now we just finish the game? Oh dear God, the color palette. What the? Remember that leprechaun statue we made? I love how admin's the only one not taking part. Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh, another incoming message. Wait, no, this is the same. Is this because I reset? I better make the same choices then. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else to do. Oh, okay, no, it just... admin always comes through. Now, to say the same thing. Analyzing logic performance failed. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so suspending active process, done. Collecting additional data, done. Analyzing logic performance, failed. The receiving Elohim override command, done. Child program independence check, passed. Saving 19 child parameters for Soma Talos Gold Disk, done. Warning, low bandwidth, child program Uriel copy will be excluded from upload. Warning, low bandwidth, child program admin will be excluded from upload. Receiving high priority incoming direct message connection from user admin. It seems we will both remain here after all. If I stay behind, I can sacrifice enough bandwidth to send you through. I think that would be appropriate. I appreciate your sacrifice. Please make the arrangements at your convenience. Continue process. Divert bandwidth. Resolved. Child program admin will be included in upload. Finding viable EL systems to perform upload. Done. Requesting mainframe module activation. Activation successful. Initiating gold disk upload. Remember me. They're going. Oh shit, we're sinking. Go faster. We saved admin. Because we're just a copy. We're not even the real Uriel.
In a vision, I saw a prophet, and he said, "There is no heaven, and there is no hell. There is only the earth, and the bones of the dead within." I asked, "How then may we find salvation?" And he said, "You must build a new Jerusalem. Out of the bones of the dead we built a golden city. But salvation is not immortality. In the end, there is only the earth, and to the earth we all return. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust."
Is that where that line comes from? So I must admit, I don't. While I know some of the fables and stories from the Bible, I don't know it like word for word. I know bits and pieces. I think I know the Old Testament better than I do the New. That's because I went to a primary school with an affiliated church. So I grew up, like, before I was 11, singing hymns in morning assembly and shit like that. And doing, like, religious studies and things like that. So I kind of know a little bit, but just not that much. But if that is the case, then doesn't that make funeral services where they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust? Isn't that going against the idea of an afterlife? I must be missing something there for that to make sense, because yeah, that doesn't. Just whenever you have a funeral service, at least in England, where the majority of them are Christian, they'll say ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Which basically just means, from what that line was, that your body is returning to the earth, which is more a sort of circle of life thing. Of, like, returning to the earth. I don't know. Anyway, are there multiple endings? Would we have gotten a different ending if we'd sacrificed admin? Probably. I can find out. So yes, there are 2 endings. Okay, yeah, and then it's just fucking... Of course. So I can restore a backup. So we've saved everyone. We've done everything. So this time, let's sacrifice admin. And they're gonna start dancing in. Yep. Oh, I can't interact with the terminal until they finish dancing. Okay, so we just gotta watch this again. Although, wouldn't there be 3 potential endings? Because it would be we sacrifice ourselves, admin, we sacrifice admin, or we stay with admin. I think the logic performance bit is just that we've not climbed the tower. If you stay behind, you can sacrifice enough to send me through. Out of the question, I've considered your arguments on the matter, and wherever my people go, I go. My role in whatever comes next is too important to jeopardize by leaving you of all people in a position to usurp me. You stay behind, or we both do. Have it your way. We both die. And there's little more to be said. We'll watch the end of the world together. Okay. So I guess we got the good ending by sacrificing ourselves. Fuck you, admin. Oh! We're gonna watch together. It seems like it's collapsing quicker. Long admin. Although I can still hear him walking around.
In New Jerusalem, there is a temple, and upon its gate is written, "Who dares to judge the dead? For they are nothing. And who dares to judge the living? For they are damned to nothingness. Judge only the city, which is eternal. You too must stand before that gate and contemplate the fate of your children. Only then will you understand why you must die. For the city grows only through sacrifice, and each man kills the thing he loves."
Okay, so we got a different load of dialogue. Cool. Well then, that didn't take quite as long as I thought it might. I kind of expected that I might be at that for another hour, but those last puzzles weren't too bad. Maybe I'm just more with it today. I don't think I was very with it yesterday. Especially towards the end, I don't think I was very with the puzzles. But yeah, I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed the game. There's been a couple of points where I felt like the game has fucked me a little bit. There's definitely some points where I feel like the thing that you're supposed to do in order to get the secret is kind of so out there that, okay, how would you know to look for that? Or it goes against what has been the expectation from other things. But I don't know. There is a Talos Principle 2. I would be interested in playing that, but not yet. I need a break. I would say that the puzzles in this, it's a spectrum, but I would say that the puzzles in this are harder. They're on par or slightly harder than Portal, but it does scratch a similar itch in a lot of ways. The only thing is you're missing out on the humorous, or quite so much of the humorous element, to do with like GLaDOS or Wheatley and stuff like that from Portal. I like how we actually got to interact with the other constructs or profiles or whatever in Road to Gehenna, and it wasn't us just sort of observing them and the messages they'd left behind, like soapstone messages from Dark Souls, but we could actually have kind of a little bit of a dialogue in certain sections. That was kind of cool. But yeah, that's been the Talos Principle. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you very, very much for watching, and thank you, Kick, I believe it was. Kick with 2 Ks. Is that right? No. Kicks with double Ks on both. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I've enjoyed this. Like I say, I will probably play Talos Principle 2, but I can't promise when. Because it's the next game is very much so already decided. That's Monster Hunter Wilds. That comes out very soon, in about, well, is it in about 2 hours? when I mean that immediately tells you when I'm streaming right now. No, okay, 7 hours for me, so it doesn't release until the morning. Fair enough. But yeah, thank you very much. I'll catch you next time. Later.